Hey, ¿qué onda? Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Let me find where. Should have my camera around here. There we go. Move this around here. So how's everyone doing? Let me check the chat. ¿Qué onda, Iván? Hey, Iván Gallardo. How are you doing? So, for those of you who's been following some of my streamings, a couple of streams ago, I started working on this um, troll. So tonight's gonna be the sequel of that streaming. Haré el streaming en español y en inglés. Los dos. Ahora sí que voy cambiando el idioma conforme continúa el streaming, pero usualmente es una combinación. Creo que al principio, muy al inicio de mis streamings, por ahí de 2019, 2018, tenía como un streaming para inglés y uno para español, pero al final el chat siempre terminaba siendo como una combinación de inglés y español, entonces termina siéndolo mixto. Dejen solo seteo todo. Ah, Quitar los ojos. Y so this is the new version. I did this like original creepy looking troll, like the 90s toy. Wait a second. Trying to find a different material for this. Toy plastic. There we go. Object. Ajá. Ok. Y denme nada más un segundo en lo que termino de compartir esto. Y dejen buscar una referencia. Mm, reference. There we go. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It's a troll. The troll from the 90s. The creepy looking toy. Just let me share my streaming and we'll be good to go. Um, Let me remove the lightning and so I have this version which is like the original toy and I'll be working on something like this, which is my own version. I'm thinking on doing the toy a bit more, or not the toy, the troll to look more like a primate, more wild. So let's worked a bit on that. The eyes. Voy a ajustar los ojos porque siento que están muy pequeños. Y creo que es una buena idea ponerle unos ojos de chimpancé de una vez. Vamos a buscar chimpanzee eyes. Mm, plenty of references of chimpanzee eyes. Trying to find a good one. So I'll subdivide these couple of. I think this is enough. Texture import. Descargas, and there we go. See, I have my symmetry on. The idea is to make him a bit more creepy. How it goes with this. It has to be more near the center, like this. Just a placeholder, at least for the eyes. Creo que voy a ponerle un poco de color más oscuro alrededor de los ojos. Copiar un poco. Solo para darle el look que quiero. Voy a quitar esta lucecita que está como bakeada. Y voy a ponerle un material de toy plastic. There we go. Move the light a bit to the left. Voy a ocultar temporalmente el cabello, creo que estorba bastante. At least what I have in mind, I don't need the hair right now. Hey Vicente Jesús, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? Saludos hasta allá, hasta España. ¿De qué parte de España eres? So this is gonna be pretty much the fun part, where I start to add a bit more details to the creature. Well, creature, troll. Para esto necesito más referencias de mi troll. Uref. Y con eso empezar a agregar detalles. Es el primer paso de detalles, realmente no llego al punto donde empiezo a agregar poros ni nada así, sino que empiezo a definir ya como el flow de las arrugas, imperfecciones, todo, todo lo que empiezo a hacer ahorita es completamente simétrico. La simetría la romperé un poquito más adelante. Human ears, because that makes it a bit more creepy. And I do believe I need to make him look a bit more neutral. He's smiling right now. Be cool to have a neutral face. So I'll create a serious face. In order to make him a bit more creepy, then I'm going to play with the smile later. But right now I want to have a neutral face all the time. Y a ver, le voy a poner el rostro un poco más neutral para irlo definiendo un poco más como simio, pero ahorita quiero ponerle un rostro un poco más neutro. And let me then turn on the ape shape. Let me see if it works. Mm, I'll start adding a bit more shape to the lips. Sí. Also add a bit more volume. So it's not completely cartoony the head. I'll add a bit more of a ape proportion to the head. Muchas gracias, Vicente. So with this, I get a less cartoony shape on the head. So I'm gonna do the same for the head, like the upper part, like this. Still need to think about how I'm gonna present, how am I gonna present the character tonight. I don't want to have like this neutral pose at the very end of the streaming, so still need to think a way of presenting this guy, a creepy way. And maybe the eyebrows are way too high. Mm, Quizás la boca la podría ser un poco más pequeña, que tenga proporciones más realistas. And the bigger ears. I need to fix this area. Esta parte la voy a modificar con ZBrush Curve Modifiers. Curve and let me. Oops. It makes a bit more wrinkles around the eyes. Y aquí tengo unas cuantas referencias de primates que creo que quedan perfectas para este personaje. ¡Hey, Milo! Sí, el troll de los 90, pero una versión un poquito más... tal vez usaría la palabra realista, pero no sé si realista sería la palabra que usaría. Es como un creature, más aterrizada en proporciones un poquito más de primate, pero al final quiero conservar las formas que hacen reconocible a los trolls de los juguetes esos de los 90s. Like this for the eyes. Ooh. And for the nose, let's see. Sí, exacto. Es como una especie de realismo estilizado. Me gusta el término. Saludos hasta allá, Medellín. Y vamos a empezar a ponerle también arrugas aquí en la nariz. Al final le queremos poner líneas de expresión justamente donde hay esta compresión del rostro. No simplemente meter arrugas por todas partes. Now this looks way more like a monkey, so I guess I'm going in the right direction. Un poquito más de bolsas de aire aquí. tienen como un diseño raro por los ojos que voy a tratar de conservar lo más posible. Algo así. Y voy a ponerle también aquí unas cuantas arrugas. I haven't saved the file, so I guess this is a good moment to save. If I go further. Let me see. Version 4. La nariz igual, creo que va a ser como un tema, entonces let's take this into the monkey direction. I don't want to cover the full face with wrinkles everywhere, just in very specific spots. La idea es que, aunque me gusta la idea de tener muchas arrugas por todas partes en el personaje, tiene más sentido que solo en algunas secciones tengan arrugas. Pues voy a limitar mucho esta parte de tallar. A ver cómo se ve con el cabello. I think I like this direction, but I'm gonna change maybe the color of the eyes, just to have something a bit more magical. Y aunque me guste esto, voy a probar con un tono diferente de ojos. Igual y un poco más rosados, casi llegando a rojos, tal vez. Vamos a ver cómo se ven. Quizás demasiado mágicos, más sutil, tal vez. Mm, sin gustarme totalmente. Vamos a probar después. Um, hey, Noribite. Thank you. It's just pretty much a poly paint of a picture of monkey. I guess it's not a monkey, a chimpanzee. It's a picture of their eyes. Pretty much just using that as reference for the colors. I think it fits perfectly with the vibe of the character, which is sort of like a monkey slash old guy, but I really want to have like this baby proportion for him. So it's very unnerving. So you don't actually know what you're looking at. Like maybe from far away, you might think it's a baby, but you look at close and it looks like an old man, but it behaves like a monkey. So it's pretty much what I have in mind for a troll. ¿Qué onda, Mario Rojas? ¿Cómo andas? Qué gusto verte por acá. Ah, muchas gracias por lo del reel. Gracias por las felicitaciones. ¿qué más le harás de diseño? Quiero empezar a ponerle más rasgos como de... Aunque quiero mantener las proporciones como medio cute de bebé, quiero también que tenga proporciones... No proporciones, rasgos de viejito. Por ejemplo, aunque o esta sección va a tener como mucho... Esta sección no. Alrededor de los ojos va a tener como muchas arrugas. Las mejillas van a estar como muy limpias. Después quiero que tenga muchas arrugas aquí. Tal vez aquí. Esta sección. Y aquí. Donde hay como mucho movimiento. Quiero que tenga bastantes arrugas. Pero al mismo tiempo también quiero trabajar un poco las proporciones. Que ahorita está muy cartoon. Como dices, justamente muy estilizado, realista. Pero quiero que las proporciones queden un poquito más aterrizadas, más realistas que el cartoon. Entonces, eso voy a hacer ahorita. Solo ajustar las proporciones para que se siga viendo como un troll, pero un troll que tenga peso. Por ejemplo, en la lonja le dejamos esto así. Like this. So I'm just trying to get a bit more of a weight on the character. And I was saying earlier that I really want to select where I'm going to have wrinkles and where I'm not gonna have wrinkles. Because I'm aiming for this mix between a baby and an old man. So, for example, the cheeks are gonna be pretty clean, very smooth. But stuff like here on the neck, I might have maybe a couple of big wrinkles. Just to make it a bit more interesting. I'm also thinking where there's like a lot of movement, like between um, between the legs or around the um, armpits, maybe also around the elbows. I'll get more wrinkles. So I'm thinking this creature lives maybe in the forest, so it tends to be like hanging in trees and maybe behaving a bit like a monkey. So I really want to have like these wrinkles, like in, for example, when you see a gorilla, even though some parts look very smooth, you might find that it's covered in wrinkles in very specific areas. That's what I'm thinking for this one. Y esto, dejarlo un poco así. Maybe around here I get a bit of wrinkle. Y esta forma todavía me causa mucho conflicto, entonces vamos a quedar esto así. Am, Hey Juanru, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás? Muchas gracias Juanru. Qué gusto verte por acá, bro. Andas rompiéndola con tu trabajo también. Creo que me gusta esta idea de que tenga una frente muy marcada. Lo hace ver un poquito más primitivo. Let me check some. Let me take a look at some references. Mainly of hairless monkeys. Those are pretty cool. Ooh, I have some references of baby chimpanzees. They look cute, but at the same time they look quite creepy, so that's exactly where I'm aiming for. I'm gonna save this just in case. Yeah, it's like this, and compression around the eye. I need something like this. I really want to play with some blend shapes with this character, so I'll be doing that later. At least I have one for smile, so how it looks with all the changes that I actually applied to the sculpture. Hmm. So without all the details, it works, but without all the changes that I did, the face is not really that good. Maybe around here. Okay, yep. Y esto vamos a hacerlo más marcada. Mm. Ooh, I have a very weird topology around here, but better. Oh, there we go. More hairless monkey references. Hey, Printing 3D. Muchas gracias. Saludos hasta allá a Lima, Perú. ¿Qué onda, Orlando? ¿Cómo andas? Bien, bien aquí. Continuando con el troll. Ya con proporciones un poquito más creepy. Si quitamos este y este, tenemos el troll original. Porque si es demasiada la diferencia. Entonces, está perfecto. Esto es lo que queremos. Mm, mi Madcap Gray está súper chido. ¿Le modificaste algo? No, de hecho, nada. Es el Madcap Gray por default. Yo estoy usando una versión de ZBrush que no he actualizado con mis materiales. Entonces no tengo nada de materiales. Estoy usándolo. Ahora sí que Vanilla Style. Sin ningún tipo de material nuevo. Está quedando genial. Espero verlo terminado pronto. Muchas gracias, Milo. Saludos. Sí, la verdad es que en el streaming anterior, bueno, no en el anterior, sino en el que hice toda la base del troll, avancé bastante, considerando que tenía ya hecho el cuerpo, cabeza y todo eso. También tomando en cuenta que realmente el personaje no requiere tanto detalles. Quito esto. Pude avanzar bastante, entonces es mucho más fácil ya dedicarle un streaming nada más a agregar este tipo de detalles. Si no, ahorita estaría como justamente decidiendo hacia dónde llevar el modelo. Y ahorita no tenemos tanta topología, digo, tanta resolución. Entonces no es necesario meterle más polígonos. Con la que tenemos ahorita es suficiente para empezar a agregar detalles. Y así tenemos todavía una subdivisión más para definirlos bien. Vamos a ponerle más líneas así como las de los chimpancés. Pues autosave. Muchas gracias, Vicente. Se te agradece bastante el comentario. Gracias, Orlando. Ahí va, ahí va. La verdad es que lo que más me está costando trabajo es pensar en cómo voy a terminar el modelo en cuanto a la pose. No me gustaría terminar el streaming con otra pose neutra en este personaje. Estaba pensando quizás colgado a un árbol. O sea, podría ser una opción. Por ejemplo, aquí creo que sí le voy a dejar esas arrugas como de bebé, que son muy grandes. Creo que lo hace ver más chubby. Entonces creo que voy a mantener estas arrugas. Igual las del brazo. Se lo voy a poner un poco más de volumen alrededor para que se vea como un poquito más relleno, pero no de una forma tan linda, sino que se vea un poquito la capa de grasa debajo. Ajá. Voy a ponerle más arruguitas, pero muy, muy delgadas aquí. Ups. Sí. Y quiero marcarle algunos músculos, porque aunque se vea chubby, la idea es que se esté columpiando en los árboles, entonces esté poderoso. So even though it's starting to look a bit fat, I really want to retain these proportions of like a baby, but at the same time make him look like sturdy, like very uh, maybe not super jacked, but at least like I was thinking like not a chimpanzee. What's the name of that one? Mm, like an orangutan. That some of them they tend to be like a bit more fat, but at the same time they're quite powerful. Let's add some wrinkles around the groin area. Así que se ve un poquito el ombliguillo. And if you want to make like a subtle, for example, a subtle wrinkle, what you can do is go to a lower subdivision level and then just smooth a bit. And then you go to a higher subdivision level and you'll get like a very subtle wrinkle right there. Especially useful when you already have like the sculpture done and you want to start adding like very subtle changes, nothing major. Now with the face, see if I can make him a bit more like this. Oops. This is just a test. Let's see how it looks. No, I think the nose is very representative of the troll, so I'm gonna keep the nose. Even though it looks very cartoony, I think I'll stay with this nose. Can change the shape a bit. Que está haciendo pesas con otros muñequitos como Bob Esponja. Es una buena idea. Estaba pensando en manejar esta cosa como, no tanto un juguete, sino como un troll que puedas ver realmente allá afuera en el, en el bosque o algo así, como un troll, como una luche. Quizás use unos scans para poner un entorno de árboles y así. I'm thinking maybe could play with the shapes and add some teeth. But I think might not go with the design, so never mind. Estaba contemplando ponerle dientes, pero creo que eso va... No quiero alejarme totalmente de que sea reconocible como un troll. That's very Halloween-like music. A good maybe idea to start doing polygroups. This is gonna be the hands. Forearm. Oops. Same goes for the legs. Sometimes since I did this with zero measure, sometimes I get some loops like this one. It's not entirely perfect. Sadly, it's doing so good. And it's just playing with the polygroups. So it's easier to have a polygroup for the arm, for the leg, etc. So you can actually work in a more clean way. Ash Kumar, how do you do the blockout? I don't remember that well. I did this streaming maybe last month, I think. But I think it's the usual way where I use spheres and then, for the blackout and then use Dynamesh to merge them. That's the way I think I did the blockout. I'm entirely sure, but you can actually check the streaming on the ZBrush YouTube channel. You can find the saved streaming, and you'll find the way I actually did the block out. It's not perfect, but at least for this. ¿Cuántos años tenías cuando empezaste a estudiar ZBrush? Yo creo que fue... ¿qué habrá sido? 2000... 2011 creo. Yo creo que tenía como entre 21, 20 años más o menos. Let's see. Let's add some wrinkles around this area. We haven't worked on the hands, so I'll use again some monkey hands as reference. Oh, I have some very creepy looking hairless monkeys that I can use as reference. They look super, super creepy. Sorry, especially the young ones. I think this is perfect for what I have in mind. So I'll add some more wrinkles, but very, very thin ones. Estaba pensando que está usando de referencia más simios sin pelaje, pero creo que utilizar más bien en lugar de adultos, bebés de referencia. Y estos tienen las arrugas muy muy delgadas por el tipo de piel que tienen, entonces voy a hacer eso. Yo creo que las arrugas las voy a poner en un layer por separado. Creo un nuevo layer. Just in case I exaggerate with the wrinkles, I'll work with a different layer just for them. That way I have more control. What language are we talking here? It's both English and Spanish, Kumar. C-spheres or IMM? You mean which one I prefer? It depends completely on where I want to accomplish. Now that I actually remember, I did, for example, the hands with C-spheres. If I really want to make something quick, for example, for concept art, then IMM is the way to go. Because for concept art, they don't actually mind if you actually used IMMs or if you sculpted everything from scratch. They want the concept quite fast and to sell the idea. So IMMs it's the best way to accomplish a quick concept. But if you're just doing a sculpture for fun or maybe for a project and you really want to start everything from scratch, then C-spheres is a nice way to get a feeling of like starting from nothing. See, I'll add some more wrinkles around here. Although I don't want to exaggerate with the wrinkles again. I really want to keep some smooth areas. I really want to have that baby skin effect. Hola, ¿alguna página que recomiendes para hacer un curso de ZBrush? ¿Qué onda, Clon Cheto? Am, Depende, si hablas inglés, yo te recomendaría que justamente la misma página de ZBrush la cheques porque tiene cursos que te enseñan todo. O sea, todas las herramientas, todas las brochas y es gratis. Entonces, esa sería mi sugerencia. Si no, pues la verdad es que YouTube es muy buena opción. Creo que suena un poco cliché, pero creo que puedes buscar como tutorial de todo en YouTube. Estoy pensando como en opciones que no sean de paga, porque la verdad es que hay muy buenas opciones gratuitas donde aprender ZBrush. Yeah, I'm really digging this um, very wrinkly looking troll. Hey, Akumar, Kumar, hola. Hey, thank you, Alex. Alex Fitch. Still a long way to go with all those wrinkles. But since I already have like the the proportions done and mostly the design, it's quite easy to get like the wrinkles done. And for this, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Now I'm not covering entirely the creature in wrinkles, just in some very specific areas. I have the opportunity to make him look a bit more old by adding some wrinkles, small ones around here. There we go. Y creo que puedo ponerle arrugas también aquí. Tiene sentido que tenga arrugas en esta sección. Now he actually looks like an old man, but that's cool. That's the intention. Hey Eduardo Estopa Freitas. Nice direction details. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite easy to get those once you already have like the sculpture done. I mean, it requires a lot of patience not to go straight to the details when doing like the first stages of sculpting. But once you have like the shapes and the design done and like the proportions, it's really easy just to follow the flow and add the details, especially with wrinkles. Un par de arrugas más marcadas aquí. Vamos a ver cómo se ve con el cabello. Al final necesita su cabello de troll. Oh, I think it still looks like a troll. A weird looking troll, but troll still. Voy a ocultar de nuevo el cabello para que no me consuma mucho tiempo. Por ejemplo, aquí en el antebrazo no es una sección donde requiera tantas arrugas, entonces voy a dejarla limpia. Y voy a cargarla de arrugas justamente en la muñeca. Unas cuantas aquí. Sutiles, solo para que se vea como la presencia de ellas ahí. Guess for this section I have to break the symmetry a bit. See how it looks with occlusion. And it looks horrible in a good way. So let's see. You know what? So I can break a bit more the symmetry of the character. I'm gonna add a different layer. This one gonna be for the ear. I'm gonna use this one beside. Y voy a insertar. De momento no sé qué, pero vamos a agregar algo. Oh, this used to be the old hair, so select this. Maybe it could be like the finger of like a child. Delete. Para que se rompa un poco más la silueta del personaje. Oops, I did this with symmetry, so let's fix this. I'm gonna start recording, turn off symmetry, and use the morph target to remove the right side. There we go. Fixed. I haven't worked that much on this side, so I'll do the same. Casi no trabajé la parte de atrás, entonces voy a marcarlo un poco. Que la idea es imprimirlo, entonces sí voy a necesitar trabajar también esta sección de atrás. It's a shame I don't have my materials here. I'd love to see it with different lighting scenarios using matcaps. Sounds like the Lord of the Rings. Sure what to do with this section of the body. Let's see. Let's isolate the rest of it and just work on the hands. Now, remember, we're using this layer only for wrinkles. So we need to actually change the shape of it. We need to use a different layer. So this is only for wrinkles, and start sculpting some details that are much needed in the hands. I think empty is the best. You gonna pose him? Yeah, that's the idea. I still haven't found a pose or like an idea. Um, like what type of story I want to tell with this character. So it's really hard to find that and decide a pose. Um, at least for me, it takes a long time for me to decide the pose and you know the the idea behind it. So still haven't figured out the story of this guy. I really want to pose him. However, I know that during the stream I might not be able to do the final pose. I might be able to do like a placeholder pose while I found something better, but at least to have a beautiful render at the end with an interesting pose and not just like the neutral one as that looks very boring and very dead. The fingers do not make sense. I'm gonna change my clay build up brush, mainly the alpha, just to make. Since I already have the main shapes, I'm changing to something a little bit more subtle with the clay buildup. Just by changing that alpha, changes completely the way the brushes behave. The brush behaves. Hey, Stolo. Stolo? Did I set that right? The stream we need. Thanks. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this troll. Ooh, it looks weird without the eyes. I need to figure out the hands. So I guess I'll go again with the baby slash monkey direction. Seems to be working. Um, it's a lot of time investing, a lot of time on the fingers, but I think it's worth it. Oops. That reminds me, I haven't saved the file, so might as well save it. Y antes de continuar, creo que debería de guardarlo, porque no he hecho un save en un rato. Sorry guys, was looking for some references for the hands. I think I'll go with the chubby hands. Perfect. It's a very weird music in the background. Sounds like like a tornado, something like that. I like the dark ambient music. Yeah, I really like it too. But I've been using this website called Pretzel Rocks. They used to have like very nice free to use music for streamings. But right now, like everything's um behind a uh, paid content wall. So there's very few options of free music in this website. I used to enjoy a lot of like the dark ambient music, but I don't have that option anymore. It's a shame. So I'm actually looking for new websites or apps to listen to free to stream music. They don't actually have like any copyright infringement or anything like that. So just some cool music in the background. I'm gonna continue working on these fingers. They require a lot of work. They're very, very rough. I think I didn't invest that much that much time on the fingers last time. Shame. I should have done that and maybe just work on one finger and then just duplicate the finger, and that way I'll have the full set of fingers in one go. But instead, I'm not sure what I did. I guess I used C-spheres. Oops, screwed this finger. It does have very short and fat fingers. I really like that design trait of this guy. So I think I'm gonna keep them that way, just a bit more detailed. Los dedos no los había trabajado realmente, entonces están super rough. Pero creo que aunque sea trabajar un poco en ellos, puedo conseguir algo bastante decente. Y el último, pues sí. Ups. Este es demasiado largo para el largo de los restos de los dedos. Este está demasiado largo, entonces vamos a ajustarlo. Vamos a modificar esto un poco. Voy a marcar las arrugas de los dedos. Que de momento puedo dejar estos así, solo va a limpiar un poco la mano. There we go. Plenty stuff to clean. Oops. Buenos días desde España. Con esta música, date prisa en terminar la mano. Que viene Jason tras. Sí, queda perfecta para una película de terror. Lo malo, ya no tengo tantas opciones de música como para streamear. Tengo que hacer como otro. Dedicarle un buen rato a buscar. Que esta página suele ser muy buena, pero ahorita todo lo que hay bueno de esta página, que sea Pretzel Rock, eh, tienes que pagar. Entonces ya gratuito no hay nada. O hay unas muy pocas cosas. Sí, no, la verdad es que eventualmente de escucharla tanto, uno se queda con las ganas de poner que sea nueva música. Pero con todo lo de copyright infringement, es un tema bien complicado. Ups. Think these wrinkles are not working that much. Voy a quitar un poco las arrugas de guardar esto. Y voy a bajarle la intensidad a las arrugas de esta sección. Estas. Ahora, voy a guardarlo y voy a pensar en una pose. Mm, mm, ¿Cuál sería una buena pose para este personaje? I don't actually need this hair anymore. I I had to replace this eyes. This is gonna be the cornea, so let me just adjust this. There we go. ¿Qué pose le podría poner? Okay, I'll make at least this as a small bone. Just so it's not only like a weird geo. Yeah, it does sound like Rammstein. I'm not sure if it's actually them. It's called... Well, it's not Rammstein since I can't use copyright music for streamings, but it's called Ulrich Vanner, Vandenberg Neue Deutsche Harte. So it sounds like Rammstein, but I guess it's like the free to use Rammstein. Hey Juanru, esa es una muy buena idea, la de pose de Bigfoot volteando hacia un lado. Creo que haré algo así porque la verdad es que me estoy rompiendo la cabeza y creo que simplemente es cosa de dedicarle un ratillo para pensar el concept y puedo salirme con la mía con esa pose genérica de Bigfoot caminando. Ah, igual y podría, solo para darle un poquito más de character development al personaje. Vamos a ponerle algo así. Mm, Very rough looking bone. Kate, and then vamos a quitarle las subdivisiones para poder duplicarlo. Darle un taparrabos hecho de huesos. Hey, Foodwiz, welcome to the streaming. I'm just trying to finish this. Trying to find something weird to make with the character. I'm not sure if I'll be able to accomplish this during the streaming or maybe just on my free time, maybe with after some rest I'll get the idea of what to do with this guy. See, we remove the subdivision levels and then find. There used to be like an IMM for like a lasso. Find it here in brushes. There we go. Oops. I think this is good enough. Delete. Split hidden, and then so this is like my low poly version of the troll. So there's no nudity in troll world. Apparently nudity is forbidden. And what else? I'll save this and I'll go with what Juanru said, like a very almost neutral pose, which is like the Sasquatch walking pose. I'm just gonna save this. It's a new version, just in case anything happens to the old one. And I wanted to use the proxy pose, but not sure if it's actually gonna break everything. Should we take the risk? Guess we will. Oh, I can't do this with layers. Well, since I don't want to get rid of the layers, I won't be using proxy pose. I guess I'll use the old way, transpose master. ADSFF. I have a question. Sure, let me know. What do you have in mind? Saber. This one looks super weird. Esto es algo temporal. A ver. This looks like a terrible pose, but you know. I'm not digging that much this pose. So I'll just do a neutral pose with a very, just like the head maybe turning a bit and stuff like that. Just to break the symmetry a bit. Um, how do I keep the gesture in 3D? The long axis, each form. I'm not sure I follow your question. You mean like using the transpose tool? You mean like this one? Let me know if this is a straight line you're talking about. He's asking his ass. I mean, it's breaking the fingers, but I really like this pose. And just let me fix this so it's not entirely broken. How do you grow selection? Let me see. Select something and press. Well, once you have something isolated, Control Shift X will grow this selection. Control Shift S will the opposite of growing. Sorry, I'm not entirely thinking clearly right now, but the opposite of growing, it will shrink the selection. So Control Shift X and Control Shift S. Yep, you're welcome. Rispalgo. It's super useful, especially for this, you know, to isolate certain parts. And let me change the position of this feet so it's a bit more dynamic. Oops, way too much. Super broken here. Okay, I think I can use this one. So let's take it back to the transpose tool and then export to keyshot to make a quick render. I think I can word it better. How do you keep the edge flow to your goal? So the edge flow, do you mean like topology wise? Like how do I keep the edge flow on the topology? Because to be honest, I for this character I used zero measure, so some of the topology is quite broken. Like for example on the legs you actually have like a big spiral instead of having the loops going straight. So if you really want to have like very clean topology, the best way of doing it is just doing retopo. There's no way around. Well, you can actually use ZBrush, but depends completely on what type of geo are you trying to make the retopo. Let me make a quick render in keyshot. So we finish this character for today. External keyshot. Yep. Hopefully I made myself clear. DS F F. Okay, so first of all, let me change these to glass material, the eyes. Oh, hold on, I'm not sharing my keyshot scene. Um, there we go, now it's visible. So glass material. Voy a sacar un render rápido, entonces material de vidrio. Vamos a ponerle un material de piel a este. Ponerle un poquito más de SS. Textures, I'm gonna use a texture that I already have. Let's find an interesting environment just to make a better lighting scenario. I'll remove the background. Like this. And let me add a couple of spotlights. All of yeah, I think this is enough, at least for tonight. Let me just change the camera. And let me just change the brightness of this material and we will be ready to go. Yep, that's it. Okay, yep, perfect. So thank you guys to everyone who came by to the streaming, to this one and the previous one where I did the base mesh of this troll. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good night. Didn't saw the chat. You're in Redshift now? No, I'm using currently Keyshot on that one. I could use Redshift, but I really want to try the subsurface on the character, which I actually can exaggerate a bit more. Just how it looks like this. Oh yeah, way better. And hey, DSFF. Sorry if I didn't get your question right. Yeah, but if you actually find what you were trying to tell me, or you have any other question, you can find me on social media, like mainly on Instagram. I'm more active, so think up here, let me see if I have. Oh, yep. Up here you can see my Instagram, so you can send me a message. I'll be happy to help you. And see you guys next Thursday. Hope everyone had a good time. And yep, stay safe. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Thank you, TSFF. Hola, Andrés. Una disculpa por la pregunta. ¿Trabajaste en la peli de Ant-Man, Quantum Mania? Sí. Sí, estuve haciendo criaturas y personajes para esa película. Nada más que todavía no he actualizado mi ArtStation hasta que saquen Behind Scenes. Supongo que hasta que salga en Disney Plus, que supongo que será por ahí el 17, creo, en 17 de mayo. Gracias, Andrés. Pues gracias a todos los que estuvieron aquí en el streaming. Nos vemos el próximo jueves y... ¿qué otra cosa? Si tienen alguna duda o cualquier cosa, si quieren mandar un mensajillo, usualmente contesto más en ArtStation o en Instagram. Instagram es el que checo más seguido, entonces cualquier cosa mi Instagram está aquí arriba y nos vemos en una semana. Cuídense todos. Buenas noches.